Welcome to Solo Shot First, and today we're going to be having a look at Han Solo from Star Wars: The Power of the Force, from the 50th anniversary Lucasfilm Limited line. Now, this is a bit of a first for me, really, because this is a 6-inch figure. I'm not really massively into collecting these at all. However, there was an opportunity to pick this up. I think it was on sale at Star Action Figures for just under £18, and obviously with Han Solo being my favourite character, funnily enough, I thought I'd get this figure and we'll have a look at this. The card is lovely. I mean, the original sort of Power of the Force cards were very, very nice. I mean, obviously the figures inside were limited in terms of articulation, but obviously what they've done with this sort of 6-inch line, obviously these are fully articulated, and I've got to say the figure inside looks really, really impressive. The image obviously of Han Solo there on the left-hand side, I think that's possibly like a promotional shot, because obviously in the film, you know, his hair is a fraction longer, I would say. So I would say that's probably a promotional shot from the film. But I'm only sort of hazarding a guess there. But a really, really lovely front of this card. Really nice. As I said, quite unique for me because I'm not really a massive 6-inch collector at all. So very, very impressive on the front. Let's have a quick look at the back. Okay, so the back of the card is really, really nice. And what I suppose what I like about this is it's telling you a little bit more about Han Solo there. So it's giving you all of his sort of information from height, his status, his classification, affiliation, weapon of choice, etc. So that's a really nice touch. And as I said, that image is obviously the one that you see there on the front of the card, with the sort of Rebel Alliance logo down in that bottom left-hand corner. The other nice thing about these is obviously with that 50th anniversary line, you've got the whole timeline from sort of 1971 from Lucasfilm, and then obviously the Star Wars, where they fitted in from 1977 right up to 2021 on these. So that's really, really nice. And it also goes to show you, yes, there is the legal information at the bottom, but it doesn't always have to be massive. You know, it would be much nicer, even certainly with the 3.75-inch figures, if we could get that information about the character. But let's have a quick look at the front of the card again. Okay, so just having another quick look at the front, I've got to say, you know, again, the figure inside looks mightily impressive, and we'll have a look at that in a second. What's not to like? You know, I mean, if you're a 6-inch collector, then I'm assuming this would be something that you would want in your collection. So anyway, let's get this figure out of the packaging and have a look. Okay, so here we've got the Han obviously out of the packaging, and well, from never obviously having really ever had a 6-inch figure open, I've got to say this is mightily impressive. This is not obviously an area I want to go down in terms of sort of collecting 6-inch figures, but obviously Han being my favourite one, it was just something that I was just like, I've got to get this. And the figure is absolutely stunning. I mean, I think there's a pretty decent resemblance there to Harrison Ford. Obviously, that is the look that he's got in the first movie, obviously in Star Wars, or if you want to call it A New Hope for the newer generation. Really nice attention to detail in terms of the garments. I mean, obviously, it is a sort of this is a hard goods sort of cape, but it's a plastic that's sort of bendable and movable. He's got the nice blue cargo pants and the nice sort of black boots. They've got a really nice shine to them. I know this video is not necessarily going to show that. I've actually put his blaster in the holster. If we can just swivel that round so you can actually... I don't know if you can see that or not. If I blow that up, I'll put that in. But that looks very, very impressive, you know, and fits in very nicely in that holster. And then obviously from the back, whoops. So I've just got him here standing on an old 3.75 stand. So those pegs don't particularly hold him very well. But yeah, really nice attention to detail there, you know, on the back of that jacket. on the holster itself. Well, yeah, I mean, this is a really, really lovely looking figure. The sort of the red down the side of the cargo pants. Yeah, very, very impressive. I mean, in terms of the articulation, now, of course, you know, being a 3.75 inch collector, mainly, you know, this has basically got everything bells and whistles wise that we are now getting in the modern vintage collection. So you obviously got articulation at the head, obviously on the ball joint and the swivel. You've got articulation at the shoulders, at the elbows, at the wrists, and obviously a hinge in the wrist. You've got swivel at the waist, also a crunch just in the waist that you can just see there. Obviously, you've got that sort of full butterfly hinge, so you can move the legs up and down and sort of sideways. Articulation at the knees, at the ankles, and obviously sort of full rocker ankles. So absolutely, you know, everything that we are now getting in the modern, you know, 3.75 inch line. But this is a stunning figure. You know, to be fair, you know, I mean, obviously we are well overdue a new hand for 3.75, and I would just take a completely scaled down version of this if that made sense. If I'm, you know, saying that, because this is really, really impressive. I mean, in terms of the accessories, let's have a look at those. Okay, so in terms of the accessories that come with this figure, you get his blaster, obviously very, very iconic. That's going to focus. Some nice detailing there, really. Decent bit of weathering. Obviously, you've got the, I don't know if you can see that there, but the brown stock on the handle. Obviously, you've got the sort of silver or grey apps all the way through from the rangefinder and on the tip there. So some really nice articulation there. And yeah, I mean, that is just the most iconic blaster, isn't it? And it also comes with a swappable belt. Now, I haven't actually sort of looked at changing this over. I wasn't quite sure about sort of getting that strap off the leg there, but it does obviously come with this Stormtrooper piece. So obviously when they've escaped from the trash compactor, they've grabbed those blasters. You know, he's wearing that white belt with the Stormtrooper gun belt and a nice Stormtrooper blaster. You know, plain black, but again, some quite nice detailing on it. I know the video's not going to showcase that at all. But yeah, some nice accessories, really. So let's get him into a pose if we can. Okay, so just finishing off, just wanted to pop those other blasters in, that other gun belt, and obviously sort of put him into a nice pose. That's sort of how I would have this guy, you know, hand standing. But yeah, listen, very, very impressed with this. Lovely, lovely 6-inch figure. As I said, it's not a road I particularly want to go down, but obviously this being my favourite character, I was keen to get this, and I've got to say, I'm not disappointed. If you're a 6-inch collector, I'm sure you've probably got this already. If not, great opportunity to get this one at a decent price. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please hit the like button. If you want to subscribe, there'll be more videos coming shortly. If you've got any questions or you want to leave any comments, please leave them in the comments section and I'll come back to you as soon as possible. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.